Hi everybody. Today I'm going to make Instant Pot chicken and noodles. This is my family's favorite noodle dish, and it's one of those dishes that you can cook on a weeknight and you can have dinner in under an hour. So let's go ahead and get started. I will provide a recipe for you in this post, so you can just feel free to copy and paste it or download it or whatever. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to do is, I already set my pot on saute mode, and that's just to get it warming up. And I have 3 cups of good chicken broth. Homemade is best, but you could also use 2 cans of broth if you want, if you just want to make it really simple. And next, we're going to put in 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, and I've already taken them out of the cans just to make it easier for the video. And I'll dig the rest out of that in a minute. I know that didn't look too pretty, did it? But that's okay, it tastes great. Okay, and the next thing to go in, a stick of butter. I know, I didn't say it was low fat. Alright, and then we want about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I always use kosher salt, that's my favorite. And pepper is really delicious in this recipe, so about a teaspoon of pepper. And then I'm going to just let this warm up in the pot a little bit, just enough to stir it and melt the butter. Okay, so the butter is melting and that's starting to warm up. I don't want to bring it really to a boil, just get everything incorporated. So what I have here is 2 large frozen chicken breasts. I just get the big bag at the big box store, and they just come in a very large size. So I like that because it makes more for the recipe. So I just submerge them in there, and you can see the butter's not all the way melted, but it's okay if it's not completely melted. Okay, just like that. And then go ahead and put your lid on and set to sealing, and then cancel the saute mode, and then you're going to set it to manual, and you're going to choose 25 minutes. Okay, we're going to do about a 10 to 15 minute natural pressure release after this is done, and then we'll continue on the next step from there. Keep in mind that it'll take a few minutes for this to come to pressure because the chicken breasts are frozen. But because we had it on saute mode first, it really helped to just get things warming up, and it will decrease the time that it takes to come to pressure just by a few minutes. I did a 10-minute natural pressure release, and that is all completed, and I got the rest of the steam out. So this is what we end up with. Chicken's all done. So now I'm just going to take the chicken out. And at this point, what you want to do, now I'm only using one hand, so I'm just going to show you the basics, but you can use 2 forks, and then you're just going to shred the chicken. But look, you can actually do it with just one. It's really tender, and it has a lot of flavor too because it's been cooking in that yummy liquid. So I'm actually going to go ahead and finish shredding this with 2 hands, so I'll come back when that is all done. I have the chicken all shredded, and that made a really nice amount. So at this point, I'm just going to put it back into the liquid. So as careful as I can here. Okay. And next, I am going to add frozen egg noodles. And I'm going to add 24 ounces. Now, I can only find them in the 12-ounce package, so you might be able to, at your store, find them in the 24. So either 2 12s, 1 24. So just dump them in there. I've only ever made this recipe using the frozen noodles, so in case anybody is wondering if they can just use regular noodles, my guess would be, sure, why not? I just haven't tried it, so feel free to experiment. Okay, so now I'm just going to stir it in. And make sure they're all evenly distributed in there. And then I'm going to just go ahead and close it up. Oop, there's one little escapee over here. Okay, so back on with the lid and back into sealing. And now I'm just going to cook this for 6 minutes. And that's on manual high pressure. Okay, so we're all done. And that is yummy Instant Pot chicken and noodles. And the whole family will love this. It's very tasty. Ooh, and warm. If you find that your noodles are too al dente, just go ahead and let it set for a minute or two, and they really do soften up pretty quickly. We like them a little al dente, but not everybody does. I get that. There we go. And I'll give you kind of a close-up here. I'll brighten it up a little bit. There we go. Oops, sorry about my finger. Okay, so again, it takes about an hour. You know, it's a few more minutes at the end because the noodles are frozen, and you know, it takes a little bit of time for them to come up to pressure. But this is a great meal, and you may or may not have leftovers. We hardly ever do because the guys just gobble this up. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy making Instant Pot chicken and noodles. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.